premium owner loyalty incentives, making the Buick Century the value of the century. Check it out today at the Minnesota Motor Company on South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's the starting lineup for the Alexandria Cardinals. Starting at a guard spot is number 5, 6-foot senior, Scott Ferguson, averaging 9.4 points per game. At the other guard spot is number 23, Matt Helsher, a 6'1 senior, averaging 6.5 points a game. At the forward spot, 6'2 senior, number 11, Brett Swedberg, averaging 11 points a game. And 6'3 senior, number 21, Andrew Bellevue, who's averaging 15 a game. And at the center, number 25, 6'3 senior, averaging 15 points a game, Marc Craigmile. And now the starting lineup for the Otters tonight. And of course, they go with that 4-guard set. They will start Justin Arneson, number 23, a 5'9 senior, averaging 15 points a game at a guard, along with Tim Erickson, number 13, a 5'9 senior, averaging 8 points a game. Titus Christensen, number 5, a 5'9 senior, averaging 10 points a game. Justin Cassette, number 11, a 5'9 senior, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds a game. And at the post, 6'4 senior, number 41, Justin Retzlaff, averaging 12 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. Well, the final tonight in the JV game between these two teams, we just got that, Fergus Falls 68 and Alexandria 65. Looks like 5 players in double digits in the B game. Let's see here. 15 points for Charlie Schoenhardt, 14 for Matt Hodge, 12 for Jacob Zebro, and also 12 points for Travis Moreau, and then 10 points for Nick Pickett. So good scoring balance by the JV team as they win 68 to 65 in the game against Alexandria earlier tonight. So the Otters won 2 of the 3, losing the 9th grade, winning the B and JV games, and now the varsity contest about to get underway in front of a good crowd once again, about the same as last night the way it looks when the Otters beat the Spuds in overtime. The tip goes to Cassette, who gives it to Tim Erickson, and this ball game is underway. Erickson delivers a bounce pass to Justin Arneson on the wing, back to Titus, looking for 3 right away. That hits the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes off to Matt Helsher. Helsher feeds it ahead to the corner to Brett Swedberg, drops it inside, and the shot is up, and a foul is called on Titus Christensen. Swedberg got it inside to Marc Craigmile, and the foul committed by Christensen as he went up in tight for the shot. So Craigmile will shoot now. Titus Christensen has the game's first foul. He fouled out last night with just under a minute to go in regulation time. I should say in the overtime. Free throw was good, and now Craigmile's second shot is good too. So Alexandria gets free throws to get the first points of the night on the board. 2-0 Cardinals as Tim Erickson works the dribble up the floor against Helsher. Left side pass to Cassette, now to the top to Christensen. Swedberg on him. Arneson to Erickson. Off to Christensen. Left side of the floor. Arnie at the top. Looks down low to the baseline. Titus inside over Swedberg for 2, and the game is tied. So Titus has the first 2 points of the game for the Otters. Quickly, the Cardinals off the inbounds play, and a little hook shot from underneath the basket by Scott Ferguson gives the Cardinals a 2-point lead again as Erickson brings it up the floor. Tim feeds a bounce pass to Christensen, goes baseline. Titus up off the glass, 2 more. We're tied at 4. Good penetration by Titus Christensen. Under 7 minutes to go now in the opening quarter as the Cardinals cross the timeline. Bellevue, left side, stripped away by Cassette. First turnover of the night. Erickson, right side baseline. Arneson pulls up, pops it in. Arnie gives the Otters their first lead at 6-4. His first 2 points. At the other end, Cardinals miss as Craigmile came up the lane. Missed the layup. Arneson off the rebound, takes it coast to coast. Hits the layup with his back to the basket. Great athletic play there by Arnie, and it's 8-4. The Otters take a 4-point lead with 6:20 to go in the quarter. Swedberg into the front court against Cassette. Takes it up the lane, dishes back out, getting it to Craigmile beyond the two, not to Craigmile, but to Helsher. Now back inside Swedberg, and we have a foul called. Some contact down low between Swedberg and Cassette. And Dusty will get the foul. It'll be a two-shot situation for Brett Swedberg. 6'2" senior. Cassette with the first personal second team foul, and Swedberg misses. 6:06 remaining, first quarter. Andy Larsen in, Titus Christensen comes out. Otters on top, 8-4. Titus has 4 of the 8. Arnie has the other 4. And Swedberg will hit the free throw and cut the lead to 3 now at 8-5 on the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Ball knocked away by Scott Ferguson. Now Titus is back in, and Cassette is coming out. Dusty's hurting his lower back. He took a pretty good blow when he hit the floor when he and Swedberg went up. Arneson to Erickson, straight on for 3. There's Tim hitting the 3. I'm sure that's all too familiar for Coach John Holsten. He saw that 6 times in the fourth quarter at Alexandria when Tim single-handedly brought the Otters back in the game. Ball goes out of bounds off the Cardinals. Good job by Andy Larsen defending at the baseline. And Alexandria has their second turnover. And the Otters are up by 6. It's 11-5. Make it 13-5 as Justin Retzlaff converts off the interior pass. And Coach Holsten wants a timeout with 5:35 remaining in this opening quarter. He's going to take a 20 here. It is 13-5. The Otters on a run after the game was tied at 4. And the Otters scored 4 straight, and the Cardinals got 1 back, and now the Otters have come back with 5 in a row after that. So they're playing some very good basketball here in the early going. And the Cardinals now taking their first timeout, using a 20. 4 of the 5 starters have scored for the Otters, and the 5th one, Dustin Cassette, has gone to the locker room. They're going to take a closer look. He hit the floor and hurt his lower back. And the pass to the corner eludes the Cardinals as it gets away from Andrew Bellevue. And Bellevue has the turnover. That is the 3rd for the Cardinals tonight. Here's Erickson up the right side. Erickson takes it into the paint, puts it up from 12, rolls around the rim, no good. Hip shot, finishes with the offensive board and the putback. Justin has 4, and the Otters have a double-digit lead. They're up by 10, less than 3 minutes into the game. Here's Swedberg for 3, got it. Well, Brett Swedberg will slow things down with that 3-point attempt. It was 15-5, it's now 15-8. Erickson to Arneson, left side of the floor. He's trying to answer the 3. It hits the side of the rim. Rebound underneath, put up and in by Andy Larsen. So Larsen gets the hoop. Erickson knocks the ball away. It's recovered, though, by Alexandria. Picked up by Craigmile. Inside baseline shot won't drop. And the rebound picked back up by the Cardinals. They pass it into the lane. Loose ball scramble, and Ferguson gets it. That went off the pair of hands and ricocheted right to Ferguson under the basket. 17-10. Here's Erickson swinging it right side to Andy Larsen. Back to Titus. Now off left side to Arnie. He'll shoot for 3, and Arnie puts it in. Justin Arneson with 7 first quarter points. We're not even at the midway point of the quarter. 3-point area. Cardinals to the corner. Craigmile has it. Otters are shooting the ball inside for Swedberg, off the glass, missed it, and it's rebounded by Andy Larsen. Up the left sideline to Christensen. Ahead, left wing, Arneson trying to drive, loose ball. Titus gets it back, and now passes off. Arnie, the 3 from the corner, it's off. Weak side board, Erickson controls it, takes it into the paint, has it batted away by the Cardinals. And the Otters will throw it in from in front of the Alexandria bench. And now Dusty Cassette, he's back out here. He'll be checking back into the lineup. Luke Braxton is in. Retzlaff comes out, and Erickson comes out. 20-10. The Otters up by 10 points. And the inbounds pass comes to Arneson. Swings it left side to Cassette. Dustin holding onto it. Starts to dribble. Brings it back out near midcourt, finds Andy Larsen on the right side. To the top of the key to Arneson, drops it down to Cassette at the baseline, trying to feed it into Draxton. Liz controls it, we got a travel called. And that's the first turnover on the Otters. With 3.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter, it's 20-10, Fergus Falls on the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. On the near side, Helscher being pressured. He'll pull up and shoot the three and hit it. Matt Helscher has his first field goal. 20-13 now. The Otters on top by 7. Larsen at the top, left side to Christensen, to the corner to Draxton. Looks back out to Justin Arneson. Arne comes right side to Christensen. The open three for Titus. That's off the iron. And the rebound inside to Marc Lovren, 6'5" junior. Into the front court with it is Helscher. 2:50 remaining first quarter. Pass on the wing. Jake Height with it. Back to the top to Helscher. Now into the lane. Bellevue, we've got a foul call. The charge on Bellevue as he knocks Titus Christensen over. And Bellevue has his first personal, and that is the first team foul against the Cardinals. Otters will bring the ball up now as Tim Erickson walks it out of the backcourt. He and Cassette and Arneson, Draxton and Larsen on the floor right now. Here's Erickson at the top of the key. Left side to Arneson. Otters by 7, 2.5 to go, first quarter. Here's Erickson for 3. In and out this time. And the rebound is grabbed by Lovren. Lovren's outlet pass to Helscher. Quickly up the left side. Craigmile sets, shoots, and hits the 3. Craigmile has his first 3. They are a good three-point shooting team, and they're showing it here as they try to battle back from a 10-point deficit and have cut it to 4. Top of the key, Erickson has it. Goes to Larsen on the left side. Back to Tim. Tim will work the dribble left side and reset the offense with under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Cassette swings it right side to Andy Larsen. Now Cassette reversing to Erickson on the left side into the corner to Arneson. Off the pass. The 3 is off the iron. Tipped out front. Grabbed by Erickson and pull it out. Right side to Larsen. Now Andy gives it off to Tim. Erickson on the wing to the top to Cassette. Returns it to Tim Erickson. Now Larsen. Andy puts it back in Erickson's hands. To the top to Cassette. 1:20 to go. Otters very patient right now in their half-court set against that Alexandria zone. Here's Erickson on the right side. Down to 1:10 to go. Larsen, the 3. Andy Larsen nails the 3. He has 5 first quarter points. Swedberg up the floor. Nice dish inside and an easy lay-in to Marc Craigmile, who has 7 points, and Gary Schuler wants a timeout, I think, to talk about defense inside. 1 minute remaining in this first quarter. It is 23-18. The Otters by 5 on the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000 player. We went on to West Point, and Chris Wasberg wrote a nice piece on Greg. So check that out, along with all the scores from last night and the stories on the area games from the last 2 days at www.CraigOlsonSports.com, and a brand new sports trivia challenge going up tomorrow where you could win $20. Otters have the ball. Tim Erickson with it over to Titus Christensen. Back to Erickson, three-point area. 45 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Against the zone, Erickson holding it. Otters by 5. They have led by as many as 10. Each team has taken a 20-second timeout in this opening quarter. Half a minute to go. B-team 48-46 tonight. Very good game. And a good win for the Otters, who have won 14 straight B games. Erickson brings it right side. The clock is down to 15 now. Closing in on 10 seconds, and now they'll start to move. There's Erickson. 5 on the clock. Tim's going to work it right side, get the screen from Cassette, pull up, 15-footer, doesn't drop, rebound Cardinals. They'll not get the shot off here as the first quarter ends. So the Otters take a 5-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It is 23-18 on the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000.
The sale. Integrity even provides a Windows 98 training class with every system, and we offer in-home delivery and setup. Our mission is to provide you with a system you can trust. And if you own a system that you can't trust, well, we service all makes of PCs. So ask around. Someone you know and trust probably knows us. Serving the Fergus Falls and the Breckenridge Wahpeton area.
Well, the first half wrap for Integrity Computer Systems. The Otters shooting the ball well, had as much as a 10-point lead in that first quarter. And the lead down to 5 at the half, and now it's down to 2 because Scott Ferguson has just hit a 3. He becomes the fourth Cardinal to hit a three-pointer tonight. The Otters have 3 different players converting threes, and none of them are Titus Christensen, who's their top 3-point shooter. Baseline on the drive to the basket. Erickson dishes. They turn it over. Recovered in the lane by Andrew Bellevue. Second turnover only for the Otters. Cardinals have 4. Left side penetrating at the baseline. Loveland shot blocked. Ratson got it and it's picked up by Erickson, who will find Christensen racing up the left side. Ahead to Larsen at the baseline. Andy's got the open look and he hits it. 7 points for Andy Larsen. And it's 25-23. The Otters have their scoreboard is wrong, but 7 minutes to go here in the first half. And we got a foul called at the baseline. Now let's see who the foul. Well, let's see who gets the foul. They didn't put it up yet. Cardinals will throw it in, and they were driving at the baseline when the foul was committed, and I have coaches blocking my view. From the corner, the 3 is off the side of the rim, and Arneson gets the rebound. Christensen got the foul. Now the Cardinals come up with a steal, and they throw it out of bounds off the Otters because of the play down at the baseline. Matt Hilscher was being denied the penetration. He wound out of room there. Ran out of room, and he wound up throwing it off the set and keeping the ball in the offensive end. The inbounds play, and a bank shot good by Marc Craigmile, who has 9 points. That foul on Titus Christensen was his second. That's the third team foul against the Otters. It's 25-23 now. Erickson launching the 3, and he converts the 3. Tim has a pair of threes tonight. And it's 28-23, and Titus is going to get his third foul. They tried to enter the ball inside, and that's number 3 on Titus. 4 team fouls against the Otters compared to the Cardinals' 1. Andy Larsen is in, and with 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the half, the Cardinals put it in play in the corner. Now up the lane, here's the drive by Ferguson to the basket for 2. Scott Ferguson joins Marc Craigmile with 9 points. The Otters have the ball and a 3-point lead. To the corner, it's Justin Retzlaff. Back out to Erickson. Sets it to Cassette at the top. Well, Dusty brings it back to Tim Erickson on the far side. Andy Larsen. Back to Erickson against the half-court zone. Now here's Cassette. Right side on the dribble. Back out. Erickson for 3, and that one's off the front of the rim. Tipped up and in by Arnie. Justin Arneson has 9 points with the offensive rebound and the tip-in. Brett Swedberg down low, misses from the baseline. Retzlaff the weak side rebound and a backcourt foul on the pass to Arneson. Stepping in, Marc Craigmile looking for the steal, and he got the foul. And Craigmile has his first, and that's team foul number 2 against the Cardinals. 5:31 to go in the first half. The Otters lead it by 5 at 30-25 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Erickson brings it right side. Goes out to Cassette, swings it down to the baseline, and the pull-up shot and a foul is going to put Arneson at the line. And that foul on Marc Craigmile is his second. Arnie has 9 points. These are the first free throws of the night for Fergus Falls. Arnie puts it in the air, and it's good. So Justin Arneson is the first player to hit double figures. That's his 10th point. Leads the Otters at 15 a game. And now the second free throw on the way. That's short. Arnie goes after it, had his hands on it, couldn't hold it. Craigmile does get it. And he starts Alexandria back as Hilscher throws it back across to Craigmile. Now on the near side. Penetration, free throw line jumper off the heel. Tip, we've got a foul on the back. Marc Lovren guilty of the foul, his first, and team foul number 4 against Alexandria. Each team now with 4 fouls in the game. We have 5 minutes to play in the first half, and the Otters lead it 31-25. They have led by as many as 10. It's been an entertaining first half of basketball. And the Otters sure didn't show any signs of being tired at the start of this game, despite the fact that they played overtime in a very physically and emotionally draining game against the Spuds. They've come out playing pretty good ball here. Cassette goes to Erickson, to the corner to Andy Larsen. Takes a dribble, back out. Cassette to Larsen. An open 3 look for Andy. That's off. And it's boarded by the Cardinals. Picked up inside by Andrew Bellevue. And he gives to Helsher. Matt Helsher, right side of the floor. Trying to come left of the ball. He almost lost it. It did go back over the line. It's over and back ball. 5th turnover for the Cardinals. Helsher almost was able to control that, but couldn't quite get there. Erickson takes the inbounds, and with 4:20 to go in the half, the Otters lead by 6 as they set it up against a 3-2 zone. Here's Arneson, right side to Larsen. Andy goes down to the baseline to Erickson, dribbles to the corner, now throws it back out, was going to Cassette, then Dusty stopped moving toward the ball. The Cardinals come up with it, we've got a foul called on Arneson that will put Bellevue at the line for 2 shots. And for Arnie, that's his first. Team foul is the 5th for the Otters. Bellevue has not scored yet. He's a 15-point-per-game shooter. He and Craigmile are the 2 leaders, and there's his first point of the night. Swedberg is back in. Jake Height returns. Helsher leaves, and also Craigmile will leave. Cardinals trail by 5. Bellevue will try to cut it to 4. He misses off the heel. It's tipped out front and grabbed by Erickson. Under 4 minutes to play in the half as Erickson crosses the timeline. We'll set it up. Tim holds on to it against that half-court zone. Gets to Larsen on the near side. Returns it to Tim Erickson. Erickson holds it. Goes left now to Arneson. Underneath to Larsen. Trying to drop it down low to Retzlaff, and it was stolen away by Ferguson. Turnovers are even at 5 apiece. Here's Ferguson driving. Stripped to the ball by Erickson. And then Timmy mishandles the pass, or the dribble, rather. He could not control it. Came up with a steal, and then it went out of bounds off his hands. Cardinals will pass it in on the offensive end, trailing by 5 with 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Height passes it in. Swedberg penetrates, dishes back to the corner. Shot is open. It's off, though, and Arneson gets the weak side rebound and comes out dribbling. Arnie on the far side. Sets it to Tim Erickson. Tim will dribble toward the right side, now goes back to his left. Passes it near side to Cassette. Down to Andy Larsen. Out around the perimeter, they work the ball against this 3-2 zone. Andy Larsen to Cassette. Dusty goes back to Larsen. Another 3 on the way, and Andy hits it. Oh, he had his foot on the line. They're giving him 2. One foot was behind the line. The other one was on it, obviously. That's 9 points for Andy Larsen. He's had a good first half off the bench. Titus Christensen in foul trouble, and Andy playing a lot of minutes. There's a foul on Justin Retzlaff. The basket by Marc Lovren will count, and he'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Justin has his first foul, and now it's 33-28. The Otters by 5 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Free throw for the 3-point play. Marc Lovren, a 6'5 junior, misses. Rebound goes to Larsen, who could not handle it. And it goes out of bounds. Andy grabbed the rebound, but then it went off his hands and went out of bounds. And the Cardinals will throw it in underneath the basket. They drop it underneath the Swedberg. He puts it up and hits it. Swedberg now with 6 points. And here come the Otters. It's 33-30. Otters by 3 as Erickson sets it far side to the corner to Arneson. The open 3 look, it's off the iron, and the rebound is grabbed by Swedberg. And now the Cardinals with a chance to tie with a 3-pointer. Ferguson to the corner. He couldn't get around. Set cut him off, so he takes it back out. Nice inside feed to Lovren, who converts. And That's a one-point ball game. 33-32. Otters on top and in possession of the basketball as Erickson works it to Arneson. Back to Tim, swings it left side to Cassette. Cassette puts it back in Erickson's hands. Now Dusty has it, drops it down low. Retzlaff, turnaround shot, good at the baseline. Retzlaff with 6, and the Otters up by 3, 35-32 with a minute 50 left. Here in the first half. Nice feed to Loveland again, and you can give a nice assist on that pass to Andrew Bellevue. And Loveland has a half dozen coming off the bench and getting free underneath. And it is now 35-34. Otters by 1 with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Here's Cassette, left side to the corner. Arnie, three-pointer. It's open. He shoots. He hits. Arneson, 7 in the first quarter, 6 here in the second, 13 with a minute 20 to go in the half. And the Otters have a 4-point lead. Ferguson can go left. They denied that hand. Here's Swedberg coming right and throwing it away. 7th turnover for the Cardinals. Otters will send Draxton in. Retzlaff comes out. Height will leave for Alexandria. And Helsher returns. Here's Erickson, left side pass to Cassette. Dusty goes to Draxton, back out to Erickson. Here's Cassette, top of the key. Otters by 4. Larsen a step in front of the three-point line. We've got a foul called inside on the rebound positioning. It's going to be against the Cardinals, and it's going to be assessed to Andrew Bellevue, his second. Team foul is the 5th. Neither team is in the bonus at this time. Now the Otters will look to pass it in. Cassette can't find anybody. Now he does deliver a bounce pass to Draxton, who steps to the corner. Luke goes baseline against Loveland, and it's fouled, and Luke Draxton will shoot 2. Loveland has his second personal. He thought he got nothing but the ball, but Craig Samuelson, the referee under the basket on that play, saw it differently. Otters have shot only 2 free throws in this first half. And now Draxton will have a chance to convert a couple. And he hits it. Luke has sure played well in recent games. Played very well last night in spurts. Cardinals send Aaron Bumgarner in, a 6'2 senior. 50 seconds left in the first half. The Otters on top by 5. And now Draxton trying to kick it up to 6, and he does. So Luke gets 2 from the foul line, and here come the Cardinals. Ferguson across the floor for Bumgarner, off the set. He went up trying to steal that pass, could not control it. Cardinals will pass it in underneath the basket. Helsher puts it in play to Swedberg, back out to Ferguson. The open 3, and it is off the heel, no good. Tipped underneath, grabbed by Bellevue, drives in, dishes, Swedberg baseline, kicking it through the lane. Bumgarner shot blocked. Draxton blocked it, Arneson picks it up. Otters on the attack, Arnie from 18 off the heel. Cassette, the weak side rebound, 2 points, Dusty Cassette. And the Otters are on top by 8 with 20 seconds to go in the half. Here's Matt Helsher driving on Arneson, dishing out to Ferguson. The 3 for Ferguson, open, and he hits it. 12 points for Scott Ferguson, 5 on the clock. Here's Erickson. Erickson penetrating all the way to the basket, puts it up at the buzzer, no good. And the lead is still 5. It was 5 after the first quarter. They play an even second quarter. It's 42-37. Otters lead it on the Otter Tail Telcom. Cellular 2000s make a half-court shot. And if they make 1, they win a 13-inch color TV. They make 2, they win the 2000 Ford Focus. The use of the 2000 Ford Focus. Last night, Matt Erickson, Tim's older brother, made the 1 shot and won the 13-inch color TV. Ryan Hendrickson shooting for whoever was drawn there. I don't have the names, but Ryan, you can designate a shooter, one of the Otter players, if you don't feel that you can get it there like I would probably do. But here's Corey Wozlowski. He's going to shoot himself, and it's short. He gets 1 more, though, attempt from half court. And it's off the rim, no good. So no winner tonight. They're going to do that 1 more time, and I think it's Monday night when Wilfest plays. Alexandria will go with Swedberg, Ferguson, Helsher, Craigmile, and Bellevue. Their starters also. And that half-court zone, once again, employed by Alexandria. Christensen, who had 3 fouls early in the first half and did not play a lot. He had the first 4 points of the night for the Otters. Into the lane, Retzlaff out to Erickson. Now back out to Arneson. Kicks it to Erickson. Baseline jumper. Good. Good movement of the ball by the Otters in their offensive set, and Tim Erickson hits it. Now at the other end, quickly up the lane, Craigmile beats the defense back, and he has 11. The Otters have given up a few easy bunnies like that tonight. Arneson, three-point area, sets it to Erickson, right side to Cassette. Now back in Tim Erickson's hands. Over to Cassette on the right side of the floor. Delivers a bounce pass to Christensen. Now back out to Dusty. Here's Erickson, the open 3, and Tim rattles it no good, and the rebound off Retzlaff and grabbed by Marc Craigmile. 1 minute gone in the third. The Otters maintaining their 5-point lead as the Cardinals set it up in their half-court offense. Ferguson driving in toward the lane. Arneson sealed him off. Now free throw line area. Swedberg kicks it to the corner. The open 3, and it's in and out. And off Swedberg out of bounds. That was a good look from the right corner by Marc Craigmile, but it wouldn't go down for him. These Cardinals can shoot the 3. Get some numbers here on three-pointers. Craigmile 60%, Bellevue 55%, Swedberg 53%. Those are threes. They can shoot it. Here's Erickson, three-point area. Back out to Cassette, kicks it into Retzlaff, turns, shoots off the heel. And it's Craigmile getting the rebound for the Cardinals. Here comes Helsher. Matt Helsher against Christensen, stops the dribble. Dishes for Swedberg, knocked away by Cassette. Helsher, though, recovers, finds Ferguson underneath, and he hits it. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Otters by 3 now, 44-41. On the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Here's Cassette, right side. Into the lane. Retzlaff hard to the basket. Nice setup by Dusty, and Justin finishes. That's 8 points for Retzlaff. And it's 46-41. Otters again by 5. Free throw line. It's Helsher dishing to Swedberg, dropping it down low. The turnaround shot off the rim and in. Basket by Bellevue is his first field goal. He has only 3 points tonight, and it's 46-43. The Otters on top by 3 as Cassette takes it from Erickson. Now inside to Retzlaff, and contact by Craigmile. And Marc Craigmile has his third foul. And that is team foul number 1 here in the second half. Craigmile comes out. Mark Lovren is in. Lovren has 6 points off the bench. Arneson will throw it all the way out near midcourt where Cassette takes it. Right side feed goes to Titus Christensen. Now to Arnie at the point. Delivers it to Cassette on the wing. Lobs it inside. Retzlaff goes up and rolls in. Around the rim and in. Good job by Justin, who is now in double figures with 10. Otters back on top by 5. Bellevue into the lane. Dishing, Swedberg, and a foul. Second on Cassette. Second foul on Dusty Cassette. Team foul number 1. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Helsher, right corner against Christensen. Now Matt Helsher backs up on the dribble. Cuts to his left, goes up the lane. Layup off the glass, doesn't drop. Lovren stripped to the ball. Christensen comes up with it. Titus goes behind the back on the dribble and passes off to Erickson. Right side to Arnie. Swedberg on him. Now Erickson to Cassette. At the top, looks to Tim Erickson, has the open 3, and it's good. Tim Erickson with 11. 3 threes among those 11 points. Here's Swedberg driving on Cassette. Loose ball. Arneson trying to save it. It goes out of bounds. And Alexandria will throw it in. 4:22 to go, third quarter. Otters have kicked their lead up to 8 after that 3 by Tim Erickson. Andy Larsen's coming in. Titus will leave. Well, Larsen has given the Otters 9 points off the bench so far in this game. And the pass right underneath Ferguson is open. That's 16 for Scott Ferguson. 51-45 is the score. It's a 6-point spread now. Erickson brings it to Cassette, kicks it into the lane, now to the corner to Andy Larsen. Larsen back to Dusty Cassette. Cassette delivers a bounce pass to Tim, now to the corner. Arnie. All the way out to Cassette, drives into the paint, goes up, stripped of the ball by Ferguson, scramble for the loose ball, and a foul is going to be called, and it's going to go on Andy Larsen. Andy picks up his first. And that's team foul number 2 now against the Otters here in the second half. Matt Helsher will throw it in and then get it back. Helsher will set the offense. Left side, three-point area, and Justin bats the pass away. Retzlaff recovered by Arneson, who then has it stripped as he tried to go between a couple of defenders. Helsher passing it off. Bellevue missing the three, and the rebound grabbed by Larsen. He hands it to Erickson with 3.5 to go, third quarter. Otters lead 51-45 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Here's Cassette at the top, brings it to Tim Erickson. Now back out to Cassette. Left the pass to the corner, gets it back in Tim's hands. Now Arnie, he'll launch the three over Larsen. He hits the three, and he's fouled. And that'll be a 4-point play opportunity for Justin Arneson. Larsen was coming out at him. He lunged for the ball, and he didn't touch the ball, but he did touch Arnie's hand on the follow-through, and the ball went down, and Arnie can make the free throw to give him a 10-point lead after the timeout that Alexandria is taking here. And with 3:07 to play in the third, it's 54-45 Otters, and
The vehicle will be towed like you want it. Carefully. Call 736-6991.
Justin Arneson, having been fouled as he nailed a three-pointer from the corner, goes to the line looking for his 17th point, trying to get a 4-point play out of it and give the Otters a double-digit lead for the third time tonight. And he misses in and out on the free throw. Defensive board in the hands of Matt Helsher. Helsher sets it against Andy Larsen now, right side of the floor. Works left side, passing it off. Ferguson is there, drops it inside, tipped away by Draxton, and it's recovered by who? Out of bounds off the Otters. Great hustle by the Otters, and Luke Draxton almost had a steal. Cardinals will pass it into Swedberg. Back out to Ferguson. Now Ferguson on Arneson. To the top of the key. Matt Helsher has it against Larsen. 2:40 to go in the third. Otters by 9. Helsher giving to Swedberg. Back out to Ferguson. Now Ferguson, they want a double dribble. I think Arnie thought he had one, but here's Swedberg shooting the three. That's off the iron. Good rebound by Larsen, who had the ball blocked by Draxton, and then Luke steps out of bounds with it. Well, Luke did a good job blocking that shot, and Coach Holsten wanted a foul but didn't get it. Craigmile will come in. Larsen is out. Cardinals throw it in on the offensive end with 2:18 to play in the third. Inbounds pass taken by Bellevue. It turns and puts it in. Bellevue with 5. It's 54-47. Otters by 7. Andy Larsen on the near side gives it to Erickson out front. Clock down to 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Andy Larsen looks out front for Cassette. It's knocked away. Here comes Swedberg. Larsen back, and Swedberg misses the shot. And the rebound was saved by Arneson, but picked up by Craigmile, who lays it in. So the turnover hurts. That's 13 for Craigmile. 10 turnovers for the Otters, and the lead is back down to 5. It's 54-49 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard, as Erickson runs the offense with 1.5 to go in the third. Arneson, right-hand corner, driving in, spins baseline, loses the ball, but is able to save it. Now Draxton gets it to Larsen. Cassette, wide open, Draxton, and he missed, but he gets his own rebound and puts it in. Give Dusty Cassette an assist on that play. 56-49. Ferguson fading away, yes. 18 for Scott Ferguson. He's having a great game tonight for the Cardinals on the offensive end. 1 minute left, third quarter. Erickson challenged by Swedberg at the top of the key. Dribbles away from trouble, gives it to Arneson. Across the floor to Cassette. Cassette takes it back out and gives it to Arnie. We're down to 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Otters have maintained this 5-point lead since the first quarter. They had a 5-point lead in the first. Played even in the second. So far it's been even here in the third. Erickson with it out near midcourt as we approach the 32nd mark of this third quarter. Tim holding the ball. Now Helsher comes out on him. Now Erickson works it right side, comes back left, cuts up the lane. Erickson driving into the lane, hitting the shot off penetration. Tim Erickson with 13. Up the floor, Swedberg. Now back out. 10 seconds to go. Otters by 7. Cardinals set it up. Swedberg bluffs the shot. Takes it into the lane. Rejected by Jackson. Picked up by Erickson. Midcourt. Lets it fly off the rim at the buzzer. Great play by Luke Braxton as he blocked the shot and controlled the rebound. And the Otters lead at 58-51 after 3 on the Otter Trail Telcom Cellular 2.
And if you own a system that you can't trust, well, we service all makes of PCs. So ask around. Someone you know and trust probably knows us. Serving the Fergus Falls and the Breckenridge Wahpeton area.
Well, our third quarter wrap for Integrity Computer Systems. Tim Erickson with 7 of the Otters' 16 points in that the third quarter. Arnie with a key 3 to put him up by 9. And the Otters able to maintain not only the 5-point lead, but increase it to 7 after 3. With 8 minutes to go in regulation. And now they come up with a steal. Our third quarter wrap for Integrity Computer Systems, a system you can trust. Arnie stealing that pass, that entry pass to the low post. And each team has now turned the ball over 10 times in the game. Each team has only 2 second-half fouls. In that regard, it's been quite a different game from last night. The Moorhead game was much more physical, much more intense. This one has developed into a slower pace, a slower tempo. The Otters have done what Coach Schuler wanted them to do, and that is control the tempo of this game. They pretty much dictated it. Since they got the lead at 6-4, they've led. Cassette around the perimeter, gives it back to Tim Erickson. Bluffs the 3. Gives it back to Cassette. Now Dusty will give it back to Tim. They're trying to get Alexandria to come out of that zone, and they're going to do it. Cardinals have now switched to the man-to-man. Now the Otters will start to move it a little bit. They were just holding the ball, letting them sit back in the zone, and we have a foul called as Erickson tried to enter a bounce pass, a no-look bounce pass to the low post. And the foul on Bellevue, who was trying to steal it away, got the arm. And Bellevue has his third foul. So the Cardinals have only 3 players with fouls. They all have 3. Craigmile, Bellevue, and Lovren. 6:49 to go in the ball game, and the Otters will throw it in on the offensive end. Cassette will put it in play. Otters 58, Cardinals 51 on the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Here's Arnie driving and missing. It's tipped back through the lane and grabbed by the Cardinals. Up the floor, Helsher to Ferguson. A walk on Ferguson, and that's turnover number 11 against Alexandria. Against the press now. The Cardinals will put some full-court pressure on as the Otters try to inbound the ball. And it's Erickson against Helsher. Bringing it up the floor. Tim penetrating, free throw line. And the basket. Erickson hits it. I couldn't see. It was hidden from view by coaches Pearson and Schuler. 60-51. The Otters on top by 9. Left side penetration. Helsher kicks it out to three-point range. That shot is off the front of the rim by Craigmile and grabbed by Arneson. Arnie, pull-up jumper, free throw line. Good! And the Otters have an 11-point lead. And John Holsten wants a timeout. And the crowd roars their approval here. It's the Otters 62. And the Cardinals 51. This is a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout for the Cardinals. So we'll keep it right here. And remind you that Tuesday night, the Otters have their final regular season home game. They will host Wahpeton. It will be seniors night, parents night, and it is the final home game of the regular season for the Otter boys basketball team against Wahp. They'll close out this 5-game homestand they've been enjoying. And hopefully they'll be going in there with a nice little winning streak after tonight. Otters with that exciting win last night over the Moorhead Spuds, bouncing back after the loss to Staples last week. Cardinals have the ball with 6 minutes to play. We have a foul on Cassette, who grabbed Swedberg as he went by, and the The Otters have a couple of fouls they can give here. That's number 3 on Dusty. And it's number 3 on the Otters. Each team with 3 fouls. The inbounds pass, Craigmile banks it in. So Marc Craigmile has the first 4 quarter points for the Cardinals. He has 15 in the game, and it's back to single digits, a 9-point lead. Arne penetrating to the corner. Christensen, his first 3, nope, in and out. And it's rebounded by Ferguson. Last night, Titus couldn't miss. He hasn't been able to find the rhythm here tonight from three-point range. But knowing Titus, he'll hit one just when we need it. Pass inside, Craigmile goes up for the shot and is fouled by Arne. And that's Arne's second. Craigmile will shoot 2. He has 15 points. He is 2 for 2 on the foul line. Cardinals have hit 4 out of 7 free throws. The Otters 3 of 5. So there have not been a lot of foul shots, and only 7 fouls between the two teams here in the second half. Shot doesn't drop for Craigmile. 5.5 minutes remaining here. And the Otters up by 9 as Craigmile tries to cut it to 8, and he is successful. 62-54. And the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Here's Erickson at midcourt being bumped by Sledberg, who gets the block. And Sledberg has his first foul, and that is team foul number 4 against Alexandria. And the Otters will pass it in with Arneson getting in play to Erickson. Tim working the dribble, backs up with it now. Passes off to Christensen. Titus comes to the middle. Otters have been very patient in their offense tonight. It's really paid off for them. It's worked well. Cassette to Erickson. Back to Dusty Cassette. To the baseline. Christensen has it. Drives, trying to reverse it, and it's blocked by Lovren, and then picked up by Matt Hilscher. Hilscher passes it up the right side. Sledberg delivers it to Craigmile. His 3 is good. So Craigmile, after the timeout, has scored 6 straight points, and the Otters' lead is down to 5. 62-57 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Cassette to Arneson across the floor, right side. Erickson drops it down low. Retzlaff is fouled. No, they're going to call the jump ball. Lovren on the ball. Retzlaff turning, trying to face the basket, and Lovren got on top of the ball. They get the jump ball call. The possession arrow favors the Otters, and they'll throw it in under their offensive basket with 4.5 minutes to play. Otters up by 5 in the inbounds out to the top of the key. Erickson kicks it up the lane, and the layup is good by Dusty Cassette. Cassette gets a big hoop. He's got 4 points, and the Otters are on top by 7. 4:15 left. Sledberg, top of the key, swings it left side. Lovren picked by Erickson. Here comes Erickson up the floor. The layup good by Tim Erickson. 17 points now for Erickson. It is 66-57. Sledberg hits the heel with his 3. And the scramble on the far side, and Arne winds up in the bleachers, and the ball went off Arne. That was a good play by Ferguson. They were both going after the loose ball. Ferguson threw the ball in. It went off Arneson and out of bounds. So the Cardinals will get it. Erickson gets a rest. Andy Larsen comes in. The bench for the Cardinals is Andrew Bellevue, and he'll replace Brett Sledberg. 3:54 left. 66-57. Otters by 9 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Baseline penetration, shot on the way, rolls off the rim, tipped off the board, and grabbed by who? It goes off Lovren and out of bounds. Otters would get it. Arneson takes the pass. Arne behind the back with the ball, and brings it near side now to Cassette. 3:40 left. Otters by 9, right side. Arneson cuts into the lane, shoots it from 12, hits it. Arne with 20. 68-57. The Otters by 11. They have played an excellent game to this point. 3-pointers open for the Cardinals. It's off. The rebound right to Lovren. Lays it in. Lovren has 8. 68-59. Here comes Arneson on the dribble into the front court. Brings it across to Cassette. Now drops it to Christensen on the wing. And Titus calls for a timeout. 3:06 remaining in the ball game. We'll break for 60 seconds. It's 68-59. The Otters lead it by 9. We'll be...
West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
68-59 is our score on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. The Otters, ever since they took the lead at 6-4, they have led this game. They've had some double-digit leads. Their biggest lead has been 11. Erickson drives the lane, goes in, dishes. We've got a foul. He was not shooting. It was on penetration. And the foul is on Marc his fourth. 3:02 to go. Coach Schuler, the last words he said to his players was, you've got 3 minutes. Let's not let these guys beat us. Here's Erickson, penetrating on the wing to the baseline. Now back out. Gives it to Arnie. Swings it left side. Cassette has it. Cassette will take it back to the midcourt area. Keeps the dribble going. Picks it up. Double team. Looking for help. Finds it. As he passed it off to Retzlaff, and now Erickson goes across the floor to Arneson. We're down to 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. And inside with the basket, Erickson again. Retzlaff got it inside. Erickson hits it. 19 points for Tim. And the Otters have an 11-point lead. Rubbrin will shoot a three. That's off and rebounded by Erickson. Here comes Tim up the floor. He has Arneson with him all the way to the basket. Erickson again. 21 for Erickson. Otters by 13. Their biggest lead of the night. 2:10 to go. Belcher, three-point area. On the left side, Rubbrin driving, layup, no go, and we've got a foul coming on Andy Larsen. And Larsen has his fifth foul. Larsen has his second personal. And Rubbrin goes to the line. He is 0 for 1 at the line. He has 8 points. He will shoot 2. Fouls are 5 aside now in the second half. And here's the shot by Rubbrin. It is good. So Rubbrin with 9. Craigmile has 19, Ferguson 18 to lead the Cardinals. And now Rubbrin can become the third player to hit double figures if he hits this. No, he doesn't. Cassette rebounds, and we've got a foul in the backcourt. That's only the 16th foul, though. And that foul on Bellevue is his fourth. So now Bellevue and Rubbrin each have 4. Craigmile has 3. 2 minutes to go. Otters by 12 at 72-60 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Retzlaff is going to put it in play, and he'll get it to Arneson near midcourt. Arnie holds it, draws some double-team pressure, now starts to dribble, moves it up the floor, feeds it down low baseline, Cassette, missed the baseline penetrating layup. Cardinals pull down the rebound. Here's Belcher. Belcher right side. To the top, passing it off. Up the lane, and the layup by Ferguson is good, and the Cardinals want a timeout. 20 points for Scott Ferguson. 1:38 remaining. And we'll be back in a minute. A break in the action. The Otters win it by 10. The basketball can be taxing, I tell you. Being a fan, right? Drama. Pressure. Last night was a lot more intense, though. This game has developed into a whole different tempo than last night's game. We've got a foul immediately on the inbounds. It will put Arneson on the free throw line, and that foul on Scott Ferguson is his first. There's a little window here for Alexandria with fouls 7, 8, and 9 on their team where they get the 1-on-1 situation, and they hope for a miss. This is where they might be able to get back into the ball game. Being down by 10 with under 2 minutes to go, it's tough, but you put the team on the line, hope they miss, hope you get the rebound, and you make a little 4-point swing. But Arnie makes it. So Arnie now with 21 points tonight. Erickson has 21, Retzlaff has 10, and Andy Larsen has 9. Now here's Arnie again, and it is in and out, no good. Boarded by Alexandria. 11-point lead for the Otters. A minute and a half to go. Swedberg on the drive to the basket against Retzlaff. There's contact, and Swedberg mishandled the ball, and it goes out of bounds. 14 turnovers for Alexandria. There's no call there. Holsten thought there should have been. Boy, if there would have been a call, it should have been a charge, I think, because Justin had the position. Now we've got a foul on Ferguson that'll put Arneson back on the line with 1:28 to go, and Arnie will shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. Arnie has hit just 2 of 5 from the foul line in this game. 73-62. Otters have led by as many as 13 in this game, and Arneson, if he can hit 2 free throws, would make it 13 again. Cardinals are hoping for a miss on the front end. He hits it. 22 for Arneson. Last night he had 23, which is the number he has on his back, and he now has 23 again tonight. 7 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, 3 in the third, and 7 here in the fourth. And the Otters get that 13-point lead back, and it's down to 10 on a 3 by Craigmile. They're not going to go away here, I'll tell you. Craigmile has 22 points now, including 9 in this fourth quarter. And now Alexandria takes a 60-second time.
For a son, daughter, or grandchild. If you want to learn more, call or visit Steve Swanson, your Invest representative located at Community First here in Fergus Falls. Invest Financial Corporation, member NASD and SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer and is not affiliated with the depository institution. Securities and insurance products offered through Invest and its insurance agencies are not FDIC insured, may lose value, and have no bank guarantee.
Against full court pressure, they release Arneson and throw the ball up the floor for a touchdown pass, and it winds up as a layup and a basket and 25 points, and there's a steal by Erickson. And the Otters up by 12 with a minute to go have come up with a steal. Here's Christensen driving to the baseline, feeding it through the lane, and it went out of bounds off the Otters. Just the 11th turnover for the Otters tonight. That's their 4th of this half. And with 56 seconds remaining, the Otters on top by 12. They are on the verge of having swept Moorhead and Alexandria back-to-back games, back-to-back days, which is very impressive. Penetrating layup by Andrew Bellevue, who has 7. And the ball knocked away off Tim Erickson. It was deflected and went off Tim. Still a lot of time here, 45 seconds. A 10-point game. The Cardinals, where they can shoot it, can score in a hurry. And the pass comes out to Swedberg near the free throw line. Now Bellevue for 3. That's off the rim and in. So Bellevue connects for 3. He has 10. And the Otters want a timeout with 36 seconds remaining. And the lead is now 7. It's 77-70. 70 from this game. We have another 60-second timeout.
An expanded child care area, new cardiovascular equipment, and more resistance equipment. New Beginnings Family Fitness has 4 licensed trainers on staff, available to everyone. And sign up now for aerobics, free fitness assessments, and first visits. It's a total education of how your body works. New Beginnings Family Fitness. Same location, different door, and double the size.
Well, Justin Arneson is fouled on the inbounds play by Scott Ferguson. That's the 9th team foul. So from here on out, whenever a foul is committed by the Cardinals, it will be a 2-shot situation. But Arnie goes to the line here with the 1-and-1. And Arnie has 25 points tonight. And 26. And the Otters now back to an 8-point lead. Their biggest lead has been 13 tonight. 13. Second one on the way, and that's good. 27 for Arneson. 9-point lead, half a minute to go. Bellevue from the right corner. That's off the iron. Arneson rebounds. And here's Erickson now. Up the floor. Retzlaff takes it down near the baseline. Brings it across to Andy Larsen. Down to 15 seconds remaining, and Andy is fouled by Helsher, and he'll go to the line. And the Otters are going to win their 14th of the year. They're going to make it a weekend sweep over the Spuds and the Otters. And Coach Schuler wants to take a timeout. 14 seconds to go. And the Otters are going to use their final full timeout. Both teams have used their full allotment of full timeouts. The Otters 8-46 over Alexandria. JV team won 68-65. Ronnie Schonard had 15. Matt Haas had 14. 12 for Travis Moreau. 12 for Jacob Drevro. 10 for Nick Pickett. And the ninth grade got beat by Alexandria 71-43. Dusty Rupp had 14, Brandon Clouse 10 in that game. The ninth graders are now 9-9. Here's Andy Larsen, front end of the 1-1, looking for his 10th point. He would become the fourth Otter to hit double digits, and he hits it. And the Otters backed up on top by 10. Erickson's going to come out, and Christensen's coming in. Here's Larsen with his bonus now in the 1-1. And it is good. So Andy has 11. It's 81-70. The lead is 11. We're down to 10 seconds remaining. He'll shoot three-point area. Cross to Swedberg. He'll shoot the three, and he'll hit the three. So Swedberg nails it. He has 9 points, and that's going to do it. The Otters don't even have to bring the ball in. It's all over. Otters win 81-73. On the Otter Trail Telcom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. That's our final. And we'll come back with our game wrap for Integrity Computer Systems, a system you can trust. But first, let's take this 2-minute timeout.
You remember those little old ladies with the "Where's the Beef" ads?